what's truth for one person may not be truth for another.
Definitely.
Because of the level they're learning.
Yeah.
You know, maths for a 5-year-old is completely different for an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
But they're both the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
You know, so it's just in layers, and I see that as I'm opening up to these new truths in layers.
Yeah.
And I can't cope with that truth if I'm here.
Right.
Because it's just too much for me. It blows my brains out. So I've had to kind of go really slowly and steady, because I like to be grounded in the thing. Everything I do is grounded. Like, people say to me, how have you earned a living in what you do for all these years? So I think it's because I'm grounded.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't do anything. Because most people I see in the spiritual, okay, I did have a foundation that wasn't spiritual in the beginning, you know. So I'm quite grounded in my knowledge of how the mind works and how people think and people's motivations for things. So I've got that foundation, which is good, but even if I didn't have that foundation, there's no reason why I wouldn't be successful anyway as a healer, you know.
Yeah.
So, but because, you know, we were talking about someone earlier and I said to you, I think she's the most amazing young woman I've met. Yeah, she has a lot of knowledge. And it all streams through her most of the time. Yeah,
for sure.
So, and again, very grounded person.
Yeah, but when I think it's true with everyone that can do this, but especially her, when emotions become involved, though, that's when it sort of dissipates and becomes quite difficult.
Well, holding emotions, because I held the emotions of people who were deeply wounded. That's not a problem for me. Actually, I find it easier to. If you cut yourself, I can't cope.
Yeah, okay.
Like when my son would have an injury, I would have to say to Yanni, you deal with it, I can't look. You do,
right.
You know, I can't deal with the physical.
Yeah.
But emotional, mental stuff, not a problem.
Okay.
Spiritual stuff, not a problem. You've got an entity in your house that's screaming at you, no worries, I'm there. I'm not even afraid.
Sure, yeah. So it's just about then working with what you've got and working what works best with you and understanding self-awareness, really, isn't it?
It is.
Being the more self-aware of yourself that you become, is that a right way to say it? That the better in service you can be and better able to help other people.
That's right, yeah. But I think it's got to be your intention. Like, if your intention is to make money, that's what you'll do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why it drives us crazy, but we see these people who are, in a way, charlatans, but they're making a lot of money because their intention is to make money.
Right.
They don't have a lot of knowledge, but
or substance.
That's their intention.
Yeah.
And, you know, my intention has never been to make a lot of money. I like money and I enjoy it, but that's not my motivation.
Right. Yeah.
It's not my number one priority.
Sure. Yeah. I think for a long time, though, it was very hard, if that was your priority, not to be able to make money. But those times are changing now. We were talking about this earlier too. I'm thinking changing. Like even on a grander scale with like someone like Elon Musk is doing with Tesla and SpaceX, like his
it's amazing.
will is to create a energy efficient future on renewable energies and be able to like explore the riches of the solar system, and that's his motivation. The money is just a byproduct of it. It's not like what's his name, the oil tycoon from the early 20th century, Rockefeller, where it was about just darkness and density and monopoly and, you know.
So I didn't know about him until I spoke to you, and then I watched some of his stuff. And I thought, wow, he's very impressive.
Musk or Rockefeller?
Musk.
Right, yeah.
But I was quite impressed with him, actually.
Yeah. Interesting guy, huh?
Very interesting. Very alien.
Yes.
Energy.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I think he's tapped into something that is quite good, and that's that whole thing that I was saying about the money going into different hands and
that's right.
trickling down.
That's right.
And
because I was listening to something the other day, and I talked about Elon Musk and the money he's accumulating now, and also like they were saying like, imagine what he's going to do with this then, because like he started PayPal, for example.
Oh yeah, that was
sold out of PayPal, and then that's what gave him the money to create or to buy a Tesla or SpaceX, etc. Solar City. What's he going to do next? Like, Yeah,
It's pretty interesting.
It's interesting, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
what
with
are the
this
possibilities?
this value that we're creating and what it's going to aid to benefit the world, rather than to lock it down and make it become more isolated or disconnected, which was the old model.
Yeah. You know what? My guide said to me quite a number of years ago. They said that we will have communities where, as a group, we will co-create like weather domes.
Mm-hmm.
And what they said was that there would be sort of, I don't know, machinery or whatever, you know, something there. But we would, with our collective consciousness, decide what we wanted the weather to be.
Okay.
And that machine would create it.
Okay, interesting.
Right?
Yeah, right.
And then, so that just popped into my head with regards to Musk.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
this technology of being able to amplify
yeah, right. Yeah.
what people are thinking.
Yeah.